Hey, this is John from Alloy 211. Today's video is a bit of a product review on the Winchester Brass and Steel punch set. I recently purchased this off of Amazon. The reason why I was kind of looking for a punch set like this, if you watched my video that I did on the further disassembly of the J.C. Higgins Model 60 semi-automatic shotgun, you may have heard me mention I bent the holy hell out of one of my lineman punches, which I like and they're good punches, but I needed to replace it after I kind of bent the crap out of it, even though I got it kind of straightened out, but it's still not right. So the fact that I need another punch, I don't really have a wide variety of brass punches, which I'd like to have, and I do not have a steel and nylon headed hammer. I just use my ball peen, which I like very much and works quite well, but there are definitely applications for the nylon headed hammer. So I thought I'll go onto Amazon, see what I can find that's a reasonable price and has good reviews, and I'll go ahead and purchase that and we'll take a look at it. Now, as you can see on the box, it's branded Winchester. I'm sure Winchester themselves don't make this, but it is branded Winchester Brass and Steel punch set. Good for rifles, pistols, and shotguns, or anything else you could use a small punch or small hammer for. Has 8 brass head punches, 4 steel headed punches, and 2 nylon composite punches. Go ahead and flip it over, take a look at the back. You look at, again, Winchester Brass and Steel punch set. Professional grade. Now, honestly, professional grade, whenever anything says professional grade, it makes me, a little worried. It's kind of a dubious thing to say, but okay. Professional grade, number 1 bullet point. Blow molded case, number 2 bullet point. That actually makes me even more leery, just because why is your second selling point the fact that it has a plastic blown molded case that just about anything might have? Anything you may pick up at Harbor Freight may have a blow molded case, so that being the second bullet point, again, kind of made me a little nervous. The double-faced hammer with steel and nylon head, that's something we wanted. 8 brass head punches, 8th, 9/64, 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, 1/4 inch, 9/32, and 5/16. 4 steel-headed punches. Now, I think this is kind of dubious too. 4 steel-headed punches, well, it's 2 16th inch and 2 32nd inch. So it's not like you get 4 different punches, you get 2 of each, which also kind of makes you a little nervous, because why are they giving you 2? Are they expecting you to break one? Or does that mean that maybe 1 out of the 2 will be decent? I don't know, we'll look in a minute when we open up the box. And 2 nylon composite punches, 15/64 and 3/8. And that has a little thing down here about the Winchester ballistics calculator. I haven't been to that. That might be cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull it out of the box and see what it looks like. There's our blow molded case and our loud throwing the box on the floor. And as you can see, we have a nice little piece of foam, keep everything from bouncing into each other. And here are our brass punches, our 2 steel punches, and our 2 nylon punches. Then here are extra 2 steel punches and our double-headed nylon and steel hammer. Which, this is nice. It is small, but really you shouldn't be banging the crap out of punches anyway. Probably not. I mean, if you're beating it that hard, it may be a bad sign. Now, the brass punches all have brass heads with a steel body, and so that's good. I mean, you're not gonna mushroom over that steel head like you would the brass head, so that is a nice feature, and I do like that. It definitely means that it's gonna hold up longer. And nylon punches are, well, I mean, they're nylon, they're a nylon rod, so they're pretty standard, pretty simple, nothing too special about that. Now, in the steel punches, I will say and this is something I kind of read in the reviews. Let me go ahead and move this box out of the way so we can focus in on that. That you could see epoxy where the punch was glued into the shank, and the kind of the general centering and quality of the punches in the head was not so great. This one actually looks pretty good. Gotta wipe some dirt off of this one, that's always nice. No, there we go. And this one, other than that piece of dirt on there, it doesn't look too bad either. Now this one is definitely off. It is definitely off center. So 1 out of 2 of the 16th punches is definitely what I would call bad. And for a second, let's go ahead and take a look at a lineman punch just to see the difference between the way a lineman punch looks on the end. You see how that's like, you know, deeply machined down in there, and then this is set in, and you can see that this is well centered inside that body. Whereas this, well, it's not centered. I mean, maybe somebody has some bad eyesight, and that is centered to them, but it doesn't look like centered to me. It looks like it's pretty far offset to one side. Now that's one of the steel punches, and here's the other of the 4 steel punches, and this one looks fairly well centered. So I guess we didn't do too bad there. We came out with 3 good punches out of 4 on the steel ones, so that's not too bad. I guess for the price of the kit. Now in all reality, that's not really so great. I'm not really that thrilled with that, but looking at the rest of the kit and the overall quality of the rest of it, it is, oh, move that again. It is actually pretty good, especially the brass punches. The brass punches themselves are pretty nice. And the steel-headed, the 2-headed steel and nylon hammer seems pretty decent too. Again, a little small, but really, for the most part, you don't want to bang too hard on firearms with a hammer like this. So, overall, would I say that this was worth the $16 I paid for it? I would say I think so. Do I think that they're anywhere near the quality of, say, a lineman punch like this? No, I don't think that they're anywhere near that quality, but it's a reasonable price. You get the whole kit, and if you break these, then you have this fine blow molded case that you can maybe replace these punches and put some better punches in. And not just that, these steel punches they have a really long punch here, so I mean, after you break this, you can probably cut it down, square it off again, and it'll be good for a little bit while longer, which is maybe not a good selling point of a punch, that they give you enough extra punch that you can cut it off when it gets bent. But hey, you do what you can when you're selling a reasonably priced product that's of reasonable quality. And I think that this is definitely that. I think that it wouldn't probably stand up to hard use, at least the steel punches. The brass punches may, but the steel punches I think will fail. That's probably why they give you 2 of each. But overall, I think the kit is a good value for the money. And if you're looking for a complete punch set, you don't do a lot of, heavy use of the punches, and you take care of it and you're gentle with it, it will probably hold up. We'll see for sure, because I'm going to be using this for now on, well, for the most part, and we'll see how it holds up. Maybe I'll have to buy some replacement punches in not too long. So, thanks for watching. I hope you found this informative, and have a great day.